Hey, this is Christian, and today I'm looking at Psalms 116, starting at verse 1. I love the Lord, for he heard my voice. He heard my cry for mercy. Because he turned his ear to me, I will call on him as long as I live. The cords of death entangled me, the anguish of the grave came upon me. I was overcome by trouble and sorrow. Then I called on the name of the Lord. O Lord, save me. The Lord is gracious and righteous. Our God is full of compassion. The Lord protects the simple-hearted. When I was in great need, he saved me. Be at rest once more, O my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. I took a dance class recently, and as the teacher was making corrections and we were working on something new, she made a statement that just kind of rang in my ears. And she said, be careful of going back to the known. I think if we're not careful when we find ourselves in situations of anguish or terror or frustration, it is tempting to go back to what we know as opposed to what is right. We can be in a situation where you start to feel a little bit lonely and there's people aren't around you as much, you're missing community, and so then you want to go back to people that weren't good in your life because at least there's someone there. You find yourself calling the ex that was not a good fit for you, but just because you don't want to be by yourself. Or maybe you walk away from a position and then you find yourself in a struggle for finances, or you're not being able to find another job, and so you want to go back to the place that you were before because at least it's an opening. But at the time you were working 60-hour weeks and you were never seeing your family or your friends, and you were frustrated and you hated your boss and you hated your life. Because if we're not careful, we can actually romanticize the past just because the present doesn't feel so awesome. I think the writer of Psalms finds himself in this same situation, going, life was just coming at me on every side. People were coming at me. Anguish, terror, pain, frustration, and I just wanted the pain to stop. And so you could be very tempted to go back to what you knew before as opposed to what is right. Instead of making the correction that the teacher made, we go back to what your body is used to doing. You go back to the decisions that you were making before you met Christ. You go back to the things that you did before God, the Holy Spirit went, it's not such a great idea. How do you get through that temptation? I think verse 7 is really the kicker for that. Be at rest once more, O my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. The writer is reminding himself, reminding his own emotions. Relax. God has been good to you. You've gotten through these moments before. The last time this happened, God was there for you. Relax. While it might not feel so good in the time when God is making correction, because what was known feels so much better, relax. He's been good to you before. He's gotten you through situations before. So be still. Remember that the Lord has been good to you. Love you.